Alright, in the interest of time, I know I wanted to fix the power issues, but I think getting this tin ore up and running up sooner rather than later is the best course of option. Our power has kind of fixed itself again somehow, so we expanded for rock coal for maybe no reason, but I think it should be fine. Um, let's go ahead and refocus on getting the tin ore so that we can make the buildings, so that we can make magazines, so we can defend ourselves, so that we're no longer on some kind of doomsday timer. All right, so I just had an incredible stroke of genius. I don't know why I didn't think about this earlier. Obviously, I could mine this iron ore from our iron, but again, that would take more automation and that would take more time. But for the time being, I could just set up one of these furnace array like we did in the early game. And there we go. We can just put one of these here. And that way we can have a little extra, a little manual mining while we wait to get more iron. Honestly, I was gonna make this a temporary setup, but it's just so, oh my goodness, that's a lot of extra iron. It's just so small that I think we can just put a normal setup here with what iron. You know what? Let's use it to build up some iron first, and then I'll go ahead and make it to a permanent setup. I'm not going to belt it anywhere. It's just going to be an iron thing that I pick up from manually. I cannot believe that I am manually mining iron at this point in the game, and I need way more coal to keep this up. I have a bunch of extra coke, so I'll just use that. Takes me back to minute one things. And when they're done, I should get a good amount of iron from it. Little boost. Not bad. I love it. And with all that iron, I mean, it gets me a good amount of iron. Now we can make a little chest here so that we can fill a little wooden chest up with rock coal so that we can keep manually feeding it. So I said I was going to automate this, but I think I'll keep it manual for now, just because when it's manual, it's much more dense. I mean, look at all the inserters here that we're able to cram on here. So yeah, I'll keep it manual for now, and then once we have other stuff to do, better stuff to do than sit around and hand feeding Ferni, then that's when we can that's when we can automate it. Also, ready for this? I guess this is it. I love watching them turn on or glow in the dark when we have our Ferni there. Unfortunately, bottleneck light has these green dots which kind of ruin the effect, but there's no way to turn that off without uninstalling the mod. Dang, I don't think I'm ever gonna automate that because we are just producing iron plates. Look at that. From like a little to a lot. It's crazy. And again, I'm just making so much progress here. I am just building way up, and I'm going to go up there. It's going to get built sooner than later. And I think the best part is that it's just active progress. So it's like I'm physically in the mine, digging up the iron ore and bringing it out. So feels good. I still have a good amount of iron plates, but I want to return back soon again to make sure that it's still producing. The northern gate keeps getting attacked, so we might have to go up there soon. Okay, power seems to have stabilized for now, so I will undo this. But I will leave a box here so it's easy enough to redo it. You know what? I'll just leave everything here for now. Okay, this belt was having issues where only the right side or only the left side was being consumed, so I have remade an ancient technology, a left-right balancer, though I realize now that it probably wasn't necessary. Well, no, it was necessary. Yeah, the left-right balancer was necessary because only one side was being full, and now both sides are equally unfull, which is kind of weird. You'd think these two would... Here, I could fix this. Alright, I have put these two to work, and now it's closer to a full belt. And I don't know if I need this bouncer anymore. I'll remove the bouncer for now. And then if we can operate without it, then we are good. Again, I cannot get over how good this feels. Like, I have been waiting around for iron for ages, just nitpicking at my designs to figure out something to do and or starting other mini projects that have just wasted resource. And now, I mean, this is the one thing I can do to go ahead and, you know, increase my iron production. You know, it's all, again, it's all in a hard day's work, you know. Get out in the field, you know, automate the factory, but sometimes automate yourself, you know. This has been a long time coming, but finally, here it is. We have our tin plate finally being made, if someone wants to build that. We have tin plate finally. Yeah, here comes our tin plate ore, and it'll get sent back to base to make tin plates, so we can make the buildings to make our military production block, so that we can defend our base finally. Honestly, our base has been fine, but you know the magazines we have been using up magazines. So I mean, there we go. There's tin. There's our first bits of tin headed down and away, and we have our ash sitting here not doing anything. Whoops. There we go. So the only issue I see with this is that this tin production shares a belt of raw coal with our zinc ore production. So it'll likely only be working at half capacity. We don't even really need, again, we don't need tin. I think we do need tin for circuit boards, but the only reason we have tin again is to make a couple buildings. So I only need a couple for now. Then we could worry about the the fuel source later. But yeah, this has been tin plates. Next up, I will go ahead, well, I mean, I'll run back to base eventually and follow it, but I will go ahead and finish building our Esso's Northern Gate East. Esso's Northern Gate East. Alright, the Esso's Northern Gate East is done, except for a little bit, like 5 belts over there. But you guys will be protecting us, all properly decorated now. We don't have a full line of iron, we don't have the magazines going in yet. Also, I have to go in and alter all the gates soon after my magazine production begins. Because, once again, I am making, I'm incorporating shotgun turrets into the walls. Okay, so tin ore needs 22.5 of these, and I think our tallest one only has 20, so we're going to have to settle for 20. But let's go ahead and get this ready for our tin plate production by crafting everything we need to craft ahead of time. Okay, so oh shoot, I said we were still waiting for the tin ore, but the tin ore passed me while I wasn't paying attention. But anyways, right here are the inputs for my military production. One is magazine and one is shotgun shells. What this little doohickey does is it splits them off so each of them has a half belt before it sends them down each direction. Every time they split off in the future, I'll have to rearrange it to make it. Here, let me just show you. Okay, so what I meant is that in the future, whenever the magazines split off, so for example right here and right here, when we put them in, right, if we just split them off like this, obviously they won't keep their pattern. Whichever one will just go on whatever side, and it'll be a big mess. So what I'll have to do is every time in the future that they split off, I'll have to make a doohickey like this. When it splits off, that ensures that it stays exactly one half of one magazine and one half shotgun shells. So all this thing does in here is does the initial splitting before it sends it in 2 different directions. But yeah, the tin ore is here. Let's go see if it's made it all the way to our tin ore production, and then let's go ahead and finally finish our military block. Like I say, I do love the vibrant colors. So we have a nice bright green and a bright purple. It makes looking at it from a distance much prettier. Also, you know, these the zinc plates, very pretty. I love my lines filling up with nice colors. Oh, looks like we don't have any inserters, or we didn't. So I don't know why we're not crafting them automatically. Oh, probably because I'm out of iron. Tin is one of the most inefficient ore recipes we have right now. It's got about a a 15 to 1.5 ratio, so 10 to 1. And I don't know how many it needs. Is this going to do the thing where it needs 40 before it spits out 4? Probably. But again, yeah, let's get tin and then finish up military. Okay, so every evaporator we need takes 40 tin plates, and we need 10 evaporators, so we need 400 tin plates, which means this won't be ready for a while, which is fine because I need to go and craft a bunch of shotgun turrets and send them off into the world, or start adjusting my fronts to accept them. I'm only crafting 30 right now. That does take steel, but 1, 2, I'll need a lot, so. Okay, because the SO Southern Gate gets the most amount of action, I think I'm going to start replacing the turrets here first. So again, just every other. Of course, I'm going to be weakening the front by replacing them before I have anything ready, any turret shells. But I think they should hold off. They should be able to hold off for now. Oh, very interesting. The shells, they only have a certain degree of attack, which is fine because I just need them to face forward for me. But 1, 2, 3. Oh, can't reach. I was very excited to do this, but now I'm realizing maybe I should just wait until the shotgun shells have flown all the way down first. Oh, whoops, I just deleted some kills off those turrets unnecessarily. But yeah, maybe I should wait until we have the shotgun shells so that the base can defend itself instead of having half a defense. And here we go. So we've made our first splitter. So this will spit out both magazines and shotgun shells, and this will ensure that it's half magazine, half gun shotgun, or half shotgun shell coming down here. The only other split I have to do is right here, but it'll be kind of harder because everything is a big mess over here. Okay, so we made another one, a magazine and shotgun shell splitter, and I said that was the only one, but actually I lied. There's one more split all the way up there, so I should go ahead and take care of that. Or actually, let's see if the tin is ready yet. Oh, we've made 300 total. Isn't that exactly what I need? No, I needed exactly 400. Okay, so it should be ready very soon, which means I have time to go head up north and make one more splitter up here. And there we go, the last one is done. Let me get the decoration down. And there we go, that should be all splits. So starting from here, we have one line going up here, great, another line going up here, another line down, and another line going right here. So those are all the splits. All the gates should be getting magazines and shotgun shells soon. And then I can't wait to go ahead. Oh, all of these should be set to 2 now. I think the tin, we have enough tin plates now. Let's go ahead and check it out. Tin plate. In the past hour, 368. It should be ready by the time I'm there. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 400 tin plates. That should be exactly enough for all our evaporators. Let me go grab the rest of the materials. Probably need some iron. Maybe need some steel. Probably need some copper. And here we go. Evaporator. I can only make 2 because I need steel and iron. Shoot, I need 183 iron. Whatever, let's just begin making those while I begin making iron. And let's go ahead and place the first one down. I believe it is over here. And there we go, first evaporator, one of many. But for now, let's go get more iron so we can finish making these. 183 per, so probably around 2,000 iron for 10. Or I guess 1,830 iron. Alright, we finished crafting the last of the evaporators. The last 3, so let's head over to the base and plug them in. There we go. We just witnessed the last 3 of my brand new evaporators put down, and now our military production block is good to go. Let's go ahead and plug it in. It's amazing. Seeing all the inputs coming in, flowing through my various, my various interchanges, my bus. And we can walk down here. As we can see, the inputs are mainly streaming in. I don't know what input we're missing from here, actually, but we'll find out soon enough. Oh, it's coke. We are missing coke, but we have a good amount of coke for now. Oh, you know what? We never plugged in the tar. Let's go ahead and plug in the tar. Ah! I was wondering where all my tar went. My tar was full, but I blocked it off when I'd made the splitter for my turrets. So now the tar should be flowing through. Beautiful, it's flowing. Okay, now we should be producing the new magazines. Okay, finally. I think it literally takes 10 minutes from coke to fly from all the way up here, but it's finally arriving, our coke, so that we can finally turn on our magazine and shotgun shell production block. And let's make sure the coke is still being made. Again, even if the coke stops being made, it's only because there's nothing consuming tar, but our shotgun shell and magazine consumes tar, so we'll have plenty of tar usage. Let's watch these go in. Come on. Amazing. Okay. So now with this nice steady flow of coke, we begin to finally turn on our magazine and shell factory for the first time. Why doesn't it seem to be turning on? Because we're out of tar? And why aren't we producing tar? I keep disconnecting the tar at different places, but it should be fixed again. So let's go check out the magazine and shell production. And there we go. It's turned on. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see the beginning of it turning on because I had to go fix the tar elsewhere. But you can see the first magazines and shotgun shells are leaving. Our soot is also leaving. And then it's going to be turned into more additional fuels, or more additional ores to be recycled in the ash recycling here. But amazing. Again, we have magazine. I mean, let's check out the magazine production here. At our peak, we were making 12 per minute. Now we're making close to 20 per minute, and shotgun shells at the same time. So truly a wonderful moment. But yeah, again, this has been the end of a very long journey. This process again, so this whole factory here started just because Pi made an update and changed magazines to be, instead of just 2 lead per magazine, he changed it to lead, gunpowder, and steel. Gunpowder prompted me to build this whole infrastructure here using evaporators and quenching towers, with tar to tailings to acid gas to sulfur, and combining that with saline water and coke, which I needed to make my own dedicated coke place to make gunpowder. Not only that, but these buildings needed tin, which I didn't have access to because it was all the way up here, up the way up here, which caused me to expand my gates. But yeah, what I thought would be a quick remaking of I was in the middle of making copper zinc batteries for circuit 1s, but what was supposed to be like a 15-minute adventure turned into a literal 10-hour journey just to finally get here. So now our base is going to be fully protected finally. I mean, we have been getting attacked more and more, so this timing is better than anything. But yeah, we have finally finished magazines and shotgun shells. Next up, I don't know if you noticed, but I've been crafting a garbage ton of shotgun turrets, and I will now line all our gates. Our northern gate Mark II, our SO southern gate, SO's northern gate east, and SO's northern gate north. I will now line them with shotgun turrets to make use of the shotgun shells we've been sending down that way. I don't know why our coke got stuck for a second there, but I cleared the path, and now, again, we have steady magazine and shotgun turret production. I've crafted 108 shotgun turrets. That should be enough. we'll go ahead and start with the Northern Gate Mark II. And pardon what I said earlier, it seems like we are going to be somewhere between the 68 and 38 magazines per minute range, where previously we were at the 12, so our production is way more. Again, Pi really rewarded the complexity. It used to be 2 lead ore per magazine. Now the ratio is much higher, except we had to build a whole production block. So, you know, complexity awarded with more magazines, better base defense. Again, this is the 5th time saying it, but let me go finally decorate not decorate, but defend our base with the shotgun turrets. Let's see if our splitters are working well. They are, except for the fact that the right one stops dead in its tracks. But yes, we have splitters. The magazines are being split off to the left and the right, and now they are off. Okay, placing all of them took much longer than I thought it would, but now is the fun part where I go and I eat all the magazines that come out to make room for all the shotgun turrets. So we'll eat this until we see the shotgun turrets, or not the shotgun turrets, but the shotgun shells. And there we go. We finally see them. Not to worry, this literal 1,000 magazines. Oh, and this sergeant gun turret will be put back. But we can go ahead and see our first shotgun turrets be filled up with ammo. There we go. The very first shell and our very first shotgun turret. Truly a historic moment. Let's go ahead and find a gun turret. Let's just pick someone right in the middle. You look good enough. Let's replace you with the sergeant. And there we go. Our shotgun shells they're in action. I'm excited to see these guys attack. Maybe we can bait them into attacking. Although, we don't have the shotgun shells up here yet, so we won't be able to see the shotgun shells attack. I'm so excited to see them attack. Okay, well, it didn't reach, but at some point the ammo will reach. Yep, here it is. There's more ammo flowing in now. But yeah, I mean, I guess there's no point in sticking around. I will go and replace the other bases, and I promise you, you will see some combat with them soon. And like I said, I will repurpose these 1,000 firearm magazines, because I certainly don't have use for them in my inventory. And I'm out here. I am nabbing fish for a surprise. You'll see what it is soon enough. Oh man, a lot of fish in the ocean, it turns out. This might be enough. 30, 40, 50 fish. Nice. I just needed 100 of them. Wow, I almost finished all my fish hunting in one go. Oh, but here we are at this front. For this one, I really wanted to make this top one a shotgun turret, just because it has less range than normal turrets. Or at least I thought they did, actually. Yeah, they do have less range. But that would ruin the pattern and make this one a shotgun turret, which technically I guess I could do like this, and it would reach, but I think this would be much more effective if it had more range. So we will keep this as a normal gun turret. But anyways, that is the Esso's Northern Gate North. Decked out. I'll give them, or the relevant ones, magazines. But otherwise, the shotgun turrets have yet to come all this way. Up next is our Esso's Northern Gate East. This one looks pretty good. I mean, I guess luckily in this one was the turret, the normal, what are they called? Normal, just a gun turret, right? Normal gun turret instead of a shotgun turret. And honestly, I'm liking it. I'm so excited to see this in combat. This one. Very excited for when the ammo comes here and we finally get to see this in action. This is why I saved the last one for last, by the way, the Esso Southern Gate. I believe we will get fighters. They have been attacking frequently there, so I think we will get a lot of fighting there immediately, which is why I'm going there last to let the shotgun shells build up there, and also to let, I guess, the enemies to build up so that when we go there, there's plenty of enemies to fight and we'll have plenty of shotgun shells. But there we go. That has been the Esso's Northern Gate East. I guess not everyone needs these new firearm magazines, so I'll go ahead and take those back to base. Last but not least, like I just said, Esso's Southern Gate. There we go. We fixed the issue. There was a bottleneck earlier that was causing all these shells not to get delivered. But now everything should be moving smoothly and headed downwards. And there we have it, our first magazines and shotgun shells being fed into our new SO Southern Gate, upgraded now with shotgun shells. There we go. Alright, so the shells are coming in, and soon enough, again, I keep saying we'll see them in combat soon enough, but they will probably take some time to fill all the way up, because that was the end of the initial wave. But you will see it in combat soon enough. For now, let's go ahead and check things off of the, my roadmap. Or actually, the shotgun shells are reaching further down than I had expected. And they keep 10. Oh, these are already filled up? Yeah, they're reaching down quite far, quite farther than I expected them to. So, I think if I go ahead and piss off some biters... Holy crap, I forgot about that. I think I can piss off some biters and lead them to this left side, and then you guys will get to see them in action. Alright, target spotted. I just have to move over to close enough to piss them off, or actually just run right in the middle of their nest. Get blasted. Okay. Okay, keep them running after me. Hopefully their super smart pheromones won't make them turn back. Okay, they're turning back a little bit. Come on, follow me, follow me. I cannot wait to turn you guys into mincemeat. These are out of my heels. What are these? Mainly electric? I can't read them. They're too tiny. Okay, deep into the shotgun turret area. Okay, come on. Oh, jeez, my turret's on fire. Okay, through the tree line, moment of truth. My new defense front, defend me. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. Look at those shotgun turrets. Alright. Unfortunately, I think the shotgun turrets destroy the trees, but that means that the trees in front of their defense front will be self-clearing. But that has been the new shotgun turret demonstration. Should be super effective against smaller biters, while the gun turrets work better against the more normal biters. But yeah, very exciting. Let's go to the grid, the roadmap. All right. So we have accomplished a lot since the last time I visited this. Tier 0 tin plate is done. Automating his shells is done. Feeding shotgun turrets is done. Re-automate magazines. A 10-hour journey. Actually, 11 hours now, but done. More rock coal. We never did that. More dedicated powder. We never did that. Redouble acetylene. Done. Done. Okay. So next you might be thinking, oh, maybe we should work on ceramic capacitors or one of the other 7-circuit things. But actually, I have a better idea. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to be working on, instead of working towards simple circuits, is to collect 100 fish, which I'm on my way to doing. Why? Well, you'll see why soon. But, more than 100 fish, I would rather have my two patrons. Thank you, Ema, and thank you, John Boy.